That all leads us, though, into our forgiveness. And this week we've had a lot of controversial and tough figures that we've been forgiving as we're trying to bring some good karma and good vibes to the Eagles as they get set to take on the Packers. So far, it's working. Looks like Jalen's going to be okay. But today, we're going to forgive Brian Colangelo. And you know what? Actually, no. Scratch that. We're going to forgive the entire Colangelo family. And literally the entire family. And you know his dad, Jerry. His wife we're going to forgive as well. But if you remember, Jerry Colangelo was hired by the NBA to be the chairman of basketball operations for the Sixers when all the teams were bitching and complaining about the process and how the Sixers were tanking and all of that. Not long after Jerry came in a great move of nepotism, Brian was hired as the president of basketball operations. So he had a new chairman, new president, and then once Jerry came in, Sam Hinkie resigned. So like, I'm out of here. They kind of forced him out. But Jerry Colangelo specifically was only here a little over 2 years. But man, what an eventful 2 years it was. He officially killed the process, drafted Ben Simmons, and then got duped by Danny Ainge, swapped the third pick for the first pick, took Markelle Fultz instead of taking Jason Tatum, traded Nerlens Noel, which it would have been a serviceable piece off the bench to go with Joe on some of those teams. But Nerlens was kind of like one of those people that was the face of the process, one of those early picks by Hinkie. But that's not even the fun stuff. The fun started after all of this went down, and he started, random people started ripping Sam Hinkie, Joel Embiid, Jahlil Okafor. There was even some sensitive team info that was leaked. Turned out that Jerry's wife created Twitter burner accounts to try to sabotage the Sixers for some reason and disparage the process, specifically Joe and Sam Hinkie and Jahlil Okafor. Of course, Jerry denied it, but ultimately he resigned. Brian denied it and eventually resigned due to all of the allegations. So today, I am forgiving the Colangelo family for being duped by Danny Ainge and giving us Markelle Fultz instead of Jason Tatum, which really would have changed the face of the Sixers team. I forgive his wife and him, because there's no way he wasn't involved in this, for the burner Twitter accounts. I forgive Brian for Ben Simmons. I forgive him for wearing his big collars with no tie and a sports coat. And most importantly, because if you are a longtime listener of here or know me outside of the podcast, you know I am the bus driver for the process. So Jerry, Brian, and Mrs. Colangelo, I don't know her name, I forgive you for officially killing the process, because I don't care what anybody says. Had Sam Hinkie been allowed to cook and do what he was doing, I think the process would have worked. The fact that the Colangelos came in and sort of stopped his momentum, because I don't think there's any way Sam Hinkie trades that third pick. If anything, for the first pick, if anything, he trades the third pick for future first-round picks. So we may have Jason Tatum if it wasn't for the Colangelos. But in order to get the good vibes, get that negativity out of here, get that negative energy, maybe this brings some good luck to the Sixers, brings some good luck to the Eagles. Jerry, Brian, Mrs. Colangelo, I forgive you for killing the process, for your stupid big collars, drafting Ben Simmons, and the burner accounts, getting duped, and all the other stuff that you did. I forgive you. We're going to be the bigger person here in 2025, and I forgive you, Brian Colangelo.